morning. I really apologize for being late. I've had a few issues here and there setting up, but now I'm able to do it. I know that it shall be viewed later, uh, but it has already gone into the system. Hopefully I am live. Let me just check through my the set here. Hey, who knew going live would be this so much work? Yeah, but here I am. I hope that I am audible. I hope that the things that are prepared here are being able to be seen and that they're being seen well, not like in an awkward position. So, as promised, I had said that we're gonna do a Valentine roll cake. And the idea of this is to do a Swiss roll, but with a twist. It will have love heart shapes in it. Uh, Once I start and as I go with the process, you're gonna see what I mean. So I'll be standing. You just be able to see the ingredients and follow through. Yeah. So I have to move because of the light. So what I have here is I have egg whites that I've already separated from the egg yolks. 6 in total, six large eggs, and I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt on the egg whites to help in getting the volume. And also another trick is to add a small splash of vinegar to your eggs. It just helps volumerize, give more volume to the eggs. Another thing that I'm gonna use is vanilla essence for the egg yolks, and then I have some cooking oil here that I'll add. All this is eyeballed because I've actually done this so many times. I have it in the back of my hand. I can easily do while closing my eyes, so to speak. And then I have some sugar here. I will share the quantities in the description once I am done. And then I have flour and baking powder that I've put in, which I don't know if you can really see, but I'll mix it in the flour. So that's what you need. And lastly, I have my red food color. I'll show you where this one goes too. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a meringue. Using the egg whites and the sugar, and then add in my the yolk, this mixture here. I'll add it in later, and then I will have added my sugar. So it's a sponge cake. What I'm making is a sponge cake. It's actually, if I must say, it is my specialty. I do the best sponge cakes in town. Okay, so the base of the cake is we do a meringue, and then we fold in the flour. Right, so we start by just mixing using a mixer, making the egg whites, giving them air, giving them volume, and then just follow through what I'm doing. And then once I'm able to speak again, because I know it will be noisy because of the machine, I'll come in and speak. All right. So you want to beat your eggs until they are light and fluffy like this, airy, and then like you can tell like there's no liquid in there because it's not moving. So I'm gonna add, the next thing I'm gonna add is my sugar. You can do it in batches, but I just normally put all my sugar in. It just makes for a quick work, but you can add in slowly, according to your own, desire. Yeah. So I'm satisfied with this. The reason why I know it's ready is because it's a little bit glossy. It's gone glossy. Can you see the glossiness and the lightness? It's becoming lighter and lighter as we go. So the next thing to add in this mixture is, remember my yolk mixture? It had vanilla and a bit of cooking oil, just as part of the ingredients for the cake. So we use the whole egg, but we use it in different parts. So I'm gonna add my mixture here and scrape it off to ensure that you remove every bit. And then with this, you're only gonna need to mix until it is mixed. You don't need to go overboard because we already have the air incorporated. We don't need to, you have to be careful not to lose the air. Yeah, so we're just mixing it until it is mixed and then we stop. There you go. So that's the base mixture for the butter. Those are all eggs and the sugar. It's a meringue kind of it's called a meringue mixture. Yeah. So the next thing we do is now we begin to fold in our flour, and the best way to do it is to sift the flour and then mix it in slowly by slowly. By folding, we mean that we don't stir, we lift, mix, lift, mix, and that is because we want to make sure that we don't lose the air bubbles that we've already formed in the mixture. Right, so let me show you how that's done. So I had my flour here and baking powder already mixed, and I'll just use maybe a three quarter of that. So you can put in bits just to ensure that the flour is incorporated well into the mixture. Remember, we are folding, we are cutting, lifting, trying to preserve the air bubbles. You don't want to lose the bubbles at all. Yeah. So there we go. The last bit of flour. Fold, fold, cut, lift, cut, lift, until the flour is mixed in. And that's the consistency you want for your butter. See, we still have the butter, we have the bubbles, it's still light and airy. That's what you need. Now to the next step. I'm still gonna use this container because it's here and it has the what I need. It's just the same ingredients that I was using. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of my mixture in here, and here is where you have to work fast, because the more the butter stays, the less the air, it begins to lose its viscosity, if I may say that. The air kind of starts to deflate. So you want to work extremely fast at this point. This is where now my red food color comes in, and I'll just put as much as I want. I have no measurement for this. As red as you want it, put it in there. And then mix your butter. Don't make it too wet, because then it will defeat the purpose of what it needs to do. The redder, the better. The redder, the better. So it's already mixed in. Let me try and move things around here a little bit. And now comes in my tin. This is what I'm gonna use for my Swiss roll. I've already lined it with parchment paper. Another thing that you can do is, because I want to do, since it's Valentine's themed, I want to do love hearts here at the bottom, and then have that as a pattern, where once you flip the love hearts there. Isn't that, wouldn't you want to do that for your whoever, your children, your loved one, your spouse? It's easy. It's a very easy recipe to do. So I'll go ahead. Another thing that you could do if you want to be easier is draw your love hearts with probably an edible marker, or if you don't have an edible marker, look for a paper. Go to the cyber cafe, get a printout of love hearts on a page, and then come and put it under your parchment paper. Under your parchment paper, before you have lined your parchment paper, have the love hearts there at the bottom, then trace with your frosting. But I'm just gonna do freehand, because I can, not really for any reason, but because I can. Yeah. So I'm gonna get my piping bag. These are disposable piping bags which you can get from any cake shop, any cake, whatever shop selling cake material, cake equipment. You'll be able to find this. If you don't have, I don't know. I don't know how to help you there. Maybe fold your parchment paper, um, and make it a cone, and then cut a hole at the bottom here. If you don't have parchment paper, you can use foil paper, but foil paper is very hard to use. Or you could use the brown bags. Yes, brown bags. Form a cone, cut a hole here, which I'm going to show you, and then now do your pattern. It's using whatever it is that you have on hand. So I'm gonna ready my packing bag. For you there. And then I'll take my reds and just pour it in. Pour it in here, or scoop it out, however easy it is for you. And then using a kitchen knife, snip out, snip your, using some kitchen knife, snip just a small tiny, I was using this yesterday. Yeah, have been found out. Yeah, so just cut a tiny hole, controllable, what you can be able to do, not too big, not too small, because the butter is already running, so it's just a matter of now piping to the best of your ability. And you can decide, instead of using small hearts, you could do a huge one and then tiny one. Maybe that's what I'll do. Actually, I can do that just as a demonstration to show you what I'll just do like an outline of a heart like that, and continue until I am satisfied with however many I want to do. Here I think I'll do 3, and then these ones are really big. You can decide to do them smaller, however you want to do it. So I'm gonna try to do like a huge love heart here, just to see how it turns out. I hope I don't mess this up, because it's really free-handed. Yeah. There we go. Just do an outline first before I fill it in. And then down here, I can try and come in with the smaller versions, the hearts. You're thinking about your loved one as you do this, because you want to make it special. Whatever you do from your heart is normally the best. The best. It might not be expensive. It might not be, all that flashy, but you've actually put some thought in it. I don't mind the flashy things. Flashy things are also quite good. To get flashy things, it's also pretty awesome to get some flashy things. But doing something from the heart, always the best. So the next thing we do is try and fill in this hearts, trying not to lose the shape, keeping it as hard as possible. This one looks funny, and if you see that you're losing it, just add in some butter. And that's why tracing is so much better, because then you have the shape on there looking good. Yeah, so we just continue with that. Now this one looks like, okay, no, it's still okay, I think. It still has that shape, but you can definitely exaggerate so that you have that V at the top there working. There you go. Filling out the hearts. I think this is the only, let's say, hard part in making this cake. Everything else is quite easy. This is where now you have to wait a little bit, because after we've filled up the hearts, we're gonna have to freeze. Put this in the freezer for it to set, before you can put in this other batter. So you would need like 10 minutes of freezing, just around 10 minutes, so that it can harden, so that when you're putting the other butter on top, the plain butter, it doesn't disturb the shape of the heart. It will just bake well. Oh, I'm interested to see how this one turns out. This huge heart at the ah, it's gonna look so good. Let me add some butter here, just to clear up that, to finish up that heart. There you go. I'm gonna try and fill this heart with some red butter. There we go. So this is our first part. What we're gonna do next is put it in the freezer, let it set for like 10 minutes, and then come back and bake it. But because this is live TV, I can't wait. I can't let you wait for 10 minutes. Um, I had already done this earlier so that it's ready to just go. So I'm gonna preheat my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and then the timer will be 16 minutes. In 15 minutes, 16 minutes, the cake will be done. At that time, we'll be preparing our frosting for the cake. So here we go. I'm gonna get rid of these. So now my tin is ready, while my oven is warming up. I can be putting my butter. And don't worry, I'll show you the results of the big heart in the middle cake once I get it done. I'm sure it's gonna turn out good. So you see, um, by me putting in the fridge, it's really set. So there is no way that it will like go all over and spread. So I'm gonna spread this very gently. You don't want to lose the air bubbles. Remember, with sponge cake, you want to keep as many bubbles as possible. So spread very, very gently. That's enough. I'm gonna wait for my oven to come to temp, and then I'm gonna place my batter. So you just wanna do a slight tap, slightly, just a slight tap, and then kitchen you have to wipe them as you go. So we're gonna place that in the oven as I make ready the frosting part of the roll. oven is come to 10, I'm gonna put it in the oven. Alright, so we can get our cream ready. And again, I had already done the recipe yesterday, so I'm gonna show you the roll cake that we did um, just before I get the cream going. Here it is. Um, so normally wrap it in the towel, and the tea towel, just to help it roll in shape. But I had already covered it in what is this called? This the parchment paper that I baked it in, and then an extra one that I had. So I'm gonna let it rest because I need it to rest. This way, it will be able to unfold easily because it's been in the fridge overnight, and so that I'm able to work with it very easily. Yeah. So I'm gonna let it rest here as we work on the cream for the frosting. So I'm gonna put here my cream. So my cream is like really thick, which I love. It will be easy to frost. So the easiest way is to just get your mixer. So that's my cream ready. Because I don't have a board, I'm just gonna use this to cream my rolls, and until I cream it, that's when you'll be able to see the love hearts. But I'm sure you can see from the paper. Can you see that? It's so good, and the red is so vibrant. So let me get it done, and then I'll flip it for you to see it. unmold it a little bit so that I'm able to get my cream in there. So here is where you get to be creative. You can decide to add some fruit in the filling. Say you have a little bit of jam, you can put jam in the down part before you put in the cream. Or if you have strawberries, mangoes, it's mango season here in Kenya. So if you can get some mangoes, slice the mango as thinly as you can, put in your cream, and then now fill it in with some fruit, and then now roll it up. It's just up to you how you would want to do it. I'm gonna do the one that I've put in the oven right now with mango, and then I'm gonna show you how it turns out. Yeah, I'll just put a picture on the community page for you to see. So I'm trying not to really force because I don't want it to split. I don't want the cake to crack. You can put as much cream as you want, as little as you want, up to taste. Let it be up to taste. Because nothing is gonna go outside. The pattern is what we want to show. So we're not gonna put anything on the outside. So there you go. I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. There you go. So now I'm gonna need to fold it. Use the parchment papers that you have just to help you guide, but make sure it doesn't go in because you don't want to eat the paper. You just need the roll. Try to get it as folded as possible. Try not to crack. Sometimes the roll cakes do crack at the corner, so just try not to see already happening, but that's gonna be just okay. So I'll try and move my paper, and then probably just place it on this paper. Place the cake there on its flip side. So that is my Valentine roll cake. That is my complete Valentine roll cake. I think I'll get in a slice so that you can see me eat it. At the top, you really don't need to do much. You could decide to put some piping, but I think it's just fine the way it is. What do you think? Isn't it nice? Isn't it lovely? The pattern is so beautiful. There you go. So let me get a slice and then show you how it tastes. face once again. Okay, so I'm gonna try to cut this and just have a taste. Sorry about this mess. I'll fix it once we're done. So another thing you can do is, if you want to do, like, if you want this inside part to be seen, cut off that part and discard it. By discarding, I mean put it in your mouth, and then now be able to cut the rolls perfectly. Look at that, just enough cream, enough cake. I don't like too much cream, and I love the cake mostly because it's very moist and spongy and nice to eat. So yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm not even gonna use the plate. I'll just do it as it is. The cake is moist and the cream is just enough. Now, if you had fruits on the inside, even better. But this is just perfect the way it is. A perfect gift for your loved one. It looks so beautiful. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll share the other one with the big heart, what we just did, in the community section with the mangoes, so that you're able to just have a look at it, and let me know if you try this at home. I'm gonna try and do more of these live sessions, try to make them shorter, try to make them more easy to do, easy to bake. And just for your knowledge, I also give lessons to people wanting to bake, learning how to bake. You may want to bake just for your home consumption, for learning how to bake, to be in business, improve your baking skills. I offer all of that. So you're welcome to join me. You're welcome to just reach out to me in the comment section, and then I'll find a way to get to you. So thank you so much for watching. When you come back and watch later, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you um, at the end of next month, because I want to do this once a month, and if it gets more popular, I'll increase the times that I come in here. So have a lovely week end ahead. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.